Welcome to another episode of the Mully Podcast. Today, I'm on the show. Who am I? Yo, that's Josh. Let's have some fun. Sit back and relax. We're about to get cracking.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of the Mully. If this is your first time tuning in, let me explain what the Mully is, all right? So the Mully is 10% business, 90% party, just like a mullet, right? A mullet party. I mean, business in the front, party in the back. We have an epic episode for you tonight because I got my homeboy in the building, Mr. Josh Asuncion.
Thank you.
So today, you know, we're gonna, like what we do in all the episodes, is we talk business first, right? This gentleman here, he's an entrepreneur. I want him to share his story, his struggles, and how he became who he is. And I just messed up on the TV. Gotta love that, yeah. Gotta love that. When we doing these kind of.
He is on episode 39. It is season 14. He's well versed in the world of Pokemon.
Right from the get-go. All right, so the Mully. Right, and then we do a lot of games in the end and just have some fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, Josh is in the building. Josh,
Thank you.
How are you doing, man?
I'm lovely, man. I am very well.
Dude, I love that hat, bro.
Yeah, it's me, man.
Dude, this guy is all slicked out. I'm over here, got my t-shirt on, and
gotta show. No,
Damn.
just a little.
So a little bit about Josh, how we met each other is we actually colleagues in a pretty big gym chain, UFC gym, and you know Josh, he just stepped away. He just picked up and left. But we're gonna save that for a little bit because
you went straight for the juice,
bro.
You went straight for the juice.
Well, I want them to know there is juice. That's why.
You went straight for the sauce,
bro. So. You know, a little bit about yourself. I know you're an athlete,
yes,
right?
Yes.
You went to...
I went to IAL High School, if you can go back. Football there.
Yeah.
Football there at IAL High School. I played college ball as well. But
oh, wow.
Yeah, I played college ball. I went to a JUCO, you know, out of high school, 5'3", maybe $130.
Okay.
Pounds. You know what I mean?
Soaking wet.
Not the biggest guy out there, but played college ball and actually played minor league pro after that, bro. So I literally played ball up until 2015. That was like my last years of playing ball.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I legit just stopped playing ball a couple years back, and just kind of put a pedal to the metal when it came to work after that.
I'm just gonna turn this off because I wasn't.
No
this
worries.
is messed up. So.
Yeah, we can run it back.
Whatevs. There we go. Blank screen. We just got
Easy.
the action from the light, but you know what? And the reflection. Who cares? Thanks for tuning in. So
yeah, thank you for tuning in.
So let's go back. So you know, so you consider yourself an entrepreneur, correct?
Definitely.
All right. Definitely. So you own your own business.
Own my own business. Yes.
Okay. And what exactly is that business?
Well, for starters, it's Send It Graphics is the official name. So Send It Graphics. It's a custom graphics printing business.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Pretty much anything that you want said or on a shirt. Now, you know, I can definitely do that for you. Right now, I found a niche in masks, so people like to customize their mask with things on it. On top of that.
Okay.
But yeah, graphics is that business right there. And then on the other side of it is a consulting finance business. So both of them are taking off for that matter. And I'm very blessed to say that. And you dropped it earlier. I walked away. You know, we can get into that too. But yeah, they're both doing very well.
How old are you?
I am. Let's go. The Filipino in me says 22. I'm 32, man. I'm about to be 33 in February.
Oh shit! I thought you were like. You look like you're 16 still, man.
I know. I love it. Like, look at those. That's just perfect. I'm joking.
Dang, you're in just the beginning of your 30s. Right. You were running two different businesses. That
Well, I mean, sorry to cut you off. There is a third that is.
Oh damn.
Yeah, there is. It's more passive. It's actually one of my passions, and I've actually started it, but it's just on hold on the side. But
okay.
I'm in the midst of creating a program for young kids athletes to learn wide receiver skills.
Turn that mic just a little bit up for me. There we go.
Gotcha. There we go. Way better. Sorry. Yeah, better. So I'm actually creating a program for kids, youth athletes, for kids around right now. There's not much football going on, right?
Yeah, there's nothing, man.
Played 20 years of football, right? not the biggest kid out there, but if I wasn't big, I was gonna make up for that size in smarts and wit.
Okay.
And I want to share that with all the millions of other kids out there affected in football right now.
That's crazy.
So I'm actually in the midst. There is a book at home that's about this thick.
You're writing your own book.
Yes.
Wow. And you heard it here first.
Heard it here first. I have not dropped this. Maybe a few, but nothing.
Dude, that's news to me.
Yeah, that's news. That's news to a lot of people right now. I'm about to drop that. So yeah, so look out for that. I actually have the name. It's out there. It's Quick Feet Academy.
Quick Feet Academy.
Quick Feet Academy. So you guys out there, if you're listening right now for the first time and tuning into the Mully podcast, keep a lookout in the future. This
There
is
you
Quick
go.
Feet-
And it's being
Quick Feet
published, so
Academy.
ain't nobody can
So-
take that name.
Yep, and it's just gonna be a program for kids. Whether it's and there's gonna be different ways I can stream this. Whether it's an ebook, whether it's a face-to-face,
Sure.
whether it's a online source of videos.
Okay. So
or
you've been
whether-
adapting it to this change and what's
Right,
happening in the world.
Exactly, right?
Okay.
And with this Quick Feet Academy, it can be adapted to every which way possible. Whether a person just wants the access to the videos,
Mm-hmm.
whether a person wants me to tailor them a program, or whether the person wants to have face-to-face,
Sure.
or in a group setting, or just buy the ebook, you know?
Okay. Okay.
So
I like
you
it.
know, I could wake up tomorrow and have this program online and set it up in a way where someone purchases it.
Sure.
You know, it wouldn't even have to be that much, 10,
Right.
$15. But at the same time, they get it sent to them directly.
Okay.
I wake up the next morning and I have made some money,
Right.
right? And that's what we're all about, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's making money.
Exactly. So
I gotta adjust these bars the next time. Sorry,
no worries. Yeah. No. It's all good. It's good for me. I'm sure, guy. So it's perfect. But yeah, I feel like I went on a tangent about that. But yeah.
No. That's cool. That's cool. So, your story. I know that. You know, when I first saw you, it was on Instagram, right? So I wasn't even at UFC yet.
Wait, back up. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Let's just hear the initial thought of when DC. I gotta drop.
Oh,
What was
God.
the initial thought of when DC
Probably
saw?
the same thought that
Yo,
people
that's-
thought of me. Like this fucking. Who the fuck is this guy? Give me a fucking
Yo,
break.
that's Josh. Yo,
Oh,
right?
God.
Because you see my page, and there's just tons of different. Just I'm out there with the videos and whatnot.
No, but you know,
Yeah.
it brought a lot of me. I remember because the energy, man, the positivity,
Yeah.
uplifting. IMC, UMC. There's so much, and I was like, man, I see a lot of me in this cat.
Yeah.
And then, and I saw your success in the gym. So, man, there's so much to talk about. I'm jumping all over the place, but yeah, the initial thought, right, was like, man, this cat is fucking crazy, like wild as hell.
Who is
and then,
this guy? Somebody-
so let's. I want to go way back, like,
Let's go.
so as a kid,
Yeah.
like what were influences for you? Like obviously you played football, and you like, what position did you play?
Was slot back, punt return, kick return, quarterback.
Okay.
Receiver.
Oh, you're because quick, right? Oh,
Yeah.
wow, all over
I
the
actually
place.
played quarterback all the way up till the ending of 8th grade. And then freshman year, I couldn't see over the line. I shit you not. That was the truth. I couldn't see over the... You guys heard it here. I could not see over the O-line. And you can only do so much bootlegs. You can't roll out every
Oh,
single
man.
play. And I can
That
only throw so much
sucks.
slant, so it's kind of sucked. Like, I loved it because you had the rock in your hand every play.
Right.
And a lot of the time, it was QB draw. It was QB draw or QB bootleg and just take off, Josh.
Right, just run.
You know what I mean? When you're playing ball at that age, it's just wits and run. But fuck, freshman year came and I was hoping to hit a spurt and it didn't happen. so, and then at the quarterback that we had at that time, he was just tall. I was short. It just made
Yeah.
more sense. I had good
Oh,
hands.
man.
So, yeah, coach is like, all right.
Like, sorry, bro, we're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna have
But
to
it's-
like give you some short passes and then you run it. It's just as good.
Just as good. Just as good.
So, who is your favorite football player?
Oh my god. Okay, so in high school, going back to that, on the field, you know, I'm the small cat and probably like I'm the smallest of the receivers, and going, you know, I gonna go quarterback first, and then
Right.
everyone's like, who's this quarterback? And I didn't. So here's a quick story. I didn't go to 8th grade, and I went to Waipahu. I grew
Okay.
up Waipahu Intermediate, Honowai Elementary.
Okay.
Waipahu Intermediate. I'm gonna share this with you. Okay, the last 2 weeks of 8th grade, you're gonna know why. Okay, so this is a very life changing, and I'm glad I went through it today because you're meant for this to happen. Like, it happens for a
Yes,
reason, right? Life
yes.
happens for a reason.
100%.
100, it happens for a reason. That last 2 weeks of 8th grade, life changing, altering moment. we go into that. And I was a skateboarder then. I didn't have the best influences at that moment, right?
Okay.
So I was a skateboarder all the time. I was a damn good skateboarder too. I could launch like 7 stairs, like launch, ollie, launch, 360 flip. That's a whole nother tangent. But yes, I was a badass skateboarder.
Okay.
But we go into the Chevron, and you'll see it if you're going on I think it's Cam Highway or the main highway, and there's a gas station in front of Waipahu Intermediate.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's towards the other end. That's
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a gas station right in front of Waipahu Intermediate. There's a gas station right there.
Yes.
We go into that gas station with a group of, I don't remember who was there, all of us skateboarders, and Auntie knows us. We're all punks, and we always hang out at the gas station. Okay. So I get the word from my friend we're all stealing shit. I'm like, what? He said, grab a Snickers, go, and everybody took off. Like, he didn't even give me a warning. He said, grab a candy bar and go.
Go.
And he left me, and I grabbed the Snickers and I left. And as I ran out the door, Auntie catches my hand. My God.
And she knows you too.
So she gave me an option. And this is 8th grade. She gave me
Oh,
last 2 weeks. She gave me an option. I can call the cops or I can take a picture of you and put it on the window. Obviously, I took the latter, and I took the picture,
Oh,
hoping
gosh.
nobody would ever see it.
Yeah, but then she probably made it nice and big right
No,
when
there
you
were
opened
other
the
people's
door.
pictures. So everybody,
Oh.
so like there was like an album of pictures
Oh,
on
okay.
the wall.
So there was the Steelers,
the
Thugs, and
Steelers-
Punks that was on there.
The Steelers, Thugs, and Punks section of the window. And so she put it on there, and I think nothing of it. I got away, whatever. The kids,
Right.
my boys are laughing and whatnot. Okay. So, you know when your parents ask you that question and they know the answer?
Yes.
But they want you to know, they want you to come out and say it before they whoop that ass? Or
Yes.
Right.
I
So,
do exactly know.
You know exactly. So maybe about a few days later, I get a call. I had a cell phone then because I ran a paper route. And I paid for my own cell phone.
Okay.
Wow,
okay.
right? So from a paper route, I pay anyways. I get a call, and my dad says, and shout out to my father, and you're gonna know he's a big influence in my life. It is his birthday today.
What?
It is his birthday today. The big
Oh.
5-0.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Dad.
birthday, pops!
Dang.
Happy birthday, pops! IG Corey.
We're gonna
the
dedicate
Pitbull.
this podcast to him.
So
what's his name?
It's Corey Asuncion. Happy
Corey.
birthday, pops! Happy birthday, Dad! You was a big influence in my life, and
Boom.
you can find out why. But he calls me and he says, "DC, do you have anything to tell me?"
Oh, that's the worst.
That's the worst.
That's the worst.
You know he knows.
That's the worst.
Do you have any? No, Josh. Let me repeat. This is his word. Let me repeat. Do you have anything to tell me? You can come out and tell me. Just come on and tell me. And me being 8th grade, scared shitless, thinking I could make it work. No, Dad, I'm good. No, what's going
Right.
on? What's going on? You sure about that? Yeah, Dad, I'm good. What's going on? An hour later, he was in front of Waipahu Intermediate, pulling me out, whooping that
Oh, in front of
Yes,
everybody.
in front of everybody. And this is at a time where that was acceptable. Now, you could do it then. You could. Nowadays, if you do that in school,
I think that we still whoop that ass.
okay, we still do. But like this is in front of principal, teachers, and everybody in the parking lot, kids. Like oh my God, it was the worst. Whoop that ass, bro. Anyway, long story short, throws me into 8th grade. Intermediate. I graduate the last 2 weeks with kids and people I've never met, never seen, never grew up with. Last 2 weeks
Oh,
of 8th
shit.
grade, graduating. And I'm balling. Everyone's balling, but I'm balling because I'm graduating thinking I'm supposed to graduate with friends that I grew up with.
Right.
And I don't, bro. Crazy life.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
That's messed us up.
Crazy life changing. Yeah, bro. So that's so right. So like he asked me like, do you have anything to tell me? And I'm like, no. Like, what are you talking about? Like just foot in my mouth. I should have came out and said it, but things happen for a reason. Life happens for a reason. You go through it to grow through it, right? And he whoops my ass. He takes me out of Waipahu Intermediate. Throws me. We moved from Waipahu to Aiea because he thought the people then was my skateboarder friends that had bad influence.
Sure.
And he was correct. Like I wasn't, after school I didn't do my homework. I was, skateboarding all day, come home late, really didn't care. And I felt like that took the shake up. That was a tipping point. That
Okay.
was one of my tipping points in life. And you have a few of those. You start, as you get older, you start to realize and pinpoint that was a tipping
100%.
point. 100%. You start to pinpoint. And that was a big tipping point. And
Yeah.
we moved from Waipahu to Aiea, which is a few cities over.
Yeah.
And I go to...
Oh, so you guys moved.
I completely fucking moved, bro. Sorry, am I able to swear on it? Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Okay, yeah. So we fucking moved, bro. We fucking moved from, and here's the crazy part is when I moved to Lipoa in Aiea.
Okay.
And I met the first 2 people in Aiea, meet 2 girls. Right? So
Nice.
that last 2 weeks, you're right. So last 2 weeks, but the fucked up part about it is you meet the 2 girls, right? And I'm the new kid on the block, right? I'm fresh meat. So I get to school, and the 2 girls introduce me to all the other girls. So who starts to hate the new guy?
Oh, of course, everybody.
All the fucking guys.
Right. They all want to whoop
my
your
God,
ass.
all of them. So like freshman year going into like football, like season and
They're
whatnot.
like, we're taking
was
this guy down.
Oh, it was so I had to play with a chip on my shoulder because I was that new cat on the block. Everybody grew up with each other.
Do you have little man syndrome?
Huh? I fucking have little man syndrome, bro.
I love it.
Shit you not. I am the biggest shit talker on the field, and I'm the most physical guy. I will like put up some highlights. I'm fucking cleaning house. Like,
Damn it, that's what we'll do. Can you put up highlights?
Yeah, I can. I mean, you have it. I don't have. Oh, I do have Apple. Let me see if I can.
Yeah.
So what I do? I connect to your Wi-Fi or? No.
I don't think you need to anymore.
I don't need to anymore, right?
With the new thing.
All right.
All right, let's pull up some. I know you got some videos. That's what I was trying to do, and people probably think I'm rude. They're like, Josh was talking and he was playing on his phone.
This motherfucker. Oh, Josh was talking and he was playing on his fucking.
I heard what he said. The dad beat his ass. Okay.
My dad beat my and. That wasn't the only word.
Yeah, so
Google
that was a defining moment,
Very.
and then you went in, and that's when you went heavy into football.
I went heavy into
From
football. Well,
skate.
I still played. So like I played football from junior peewees.
Oh, got it.
Up.
But then but when you weren't playing, you were dicking around with the skateboarders.
Right. So, like, hold on. So now I have it here. Oh, bedroom. Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah,
what's the AirPlay code? You hear?
Wasn't it supposed to show on the damn screen?
I don't know.
What the fuck, yo? Where the love go?
No.
Okay, well, let's do this. So we're live on the Mully, and we're doing AirPlay. So
yeah,
well, we figured this out.
Living room. No,
not living room. Yeah, my parents are probably like,
yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, my roommates outside.
Yeah, roommates.
I did that the last time.
You can edit that shit out. No,
no, we can't.
Oh,
we can't.
okay, we can't. Oh.
Yeah, because we're just doing a straight recording.
Straight record.
But I like it. I like it because it's more organic and people can see the madness.
Got it.
Dude, this is gonna be the crazy episode because we're just doing all this madness and we got all this other.
I wasn't for everybody that's tuning in, and if you're still here watching, I appreciate you, but I wasn't ready for any of this. There's no like paper. There's nothing. It was just, hey, come up. We're gonna record.
I know, and then I was like,
walk right into all this.
I wasn't prepared either. But anyway,
it's okay. I love it though. Okay, so I'm here, and I'm asking for a bedroom code.
It's supposed to just have it. Oh, let me go to settings, and then there we go. AirPlay.
On, allow access everyone. Require passcode off.
Right.
Just make one.
Yeah. 9999.
How many nines? 4?
4.
You hit okay?
Yep.
Boom, I got check marks.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Cool. Let's run it. All right, so. Dun. We don't got liftoff.
Right.
Weird.
We don't got liftoff.
Here, you have the app Google Drive on your phone?
No.
No?
Okay.
Anyway,
well, we'll keep going.
We can always chop it up and put that on after.
Yeah, I'll get that one in, and then so now
it's little man syndrome. Yes. So I like to hit people like when I'm on the field.
Okay, so moving from football to what are like 3 biggest things that you took away from football?
The grit, grind, like being able to persevere through. I feel like being in that sport, it shaped you in so many different ways. Is to fight that uphill battle.
Sure.
You know, to be in the trenches, to put in that work, to feel that feeling of achievement, reward. You know, to go through the lows and then get to the highs. I think those are the most invaluable lessons in life.
Oh, yes.
And when you're not playing sports, I mean, what is there nowadays? I mean, back in the day, we could play outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kids did a lot of that outside physical stuff. Nowadays, it's more inside, right? So if they're not in sports, so I feel like the sports I played, my dad put me in sports every year round, bro. There was not a season off for 15, 18 years.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it was just, and I feel like that created the work ethic. And football, it creates work ethic.
I agree. I think sports is a huge factor.
Huge.
So you know that I've been in leadership and sales for a long time too, and I love to hire people with a sports background.
Exactly.
Because they know teamwork, they understand leadership, discipline,
Right.
and also they can take direction very well.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. Coachable. That's the biggest.
Wow,
thing.
there
Yes.
you go. You took you out of my
Coachable.
mouth. 100%.
Coachable.
And that's what all it's about, right?
Right.
And humble. Well, not all of them are, but
Yeah,
most
yeah.
of them have eaten humble pie at some
Right.
point.
At some point, you will. Right.
So from football, okay, you graduate high school.
Graduate high school.
So now what?
So graduate high school. So here's the crazy thing: is I got accepted to University of Oregon on academics. I remember to this day
Wow.
getting the letter. It was a 3.8 accumulative GPA for 4 years.
It's like a summa cum laude.
Like it was pretty dang good. Bro. I
think
don't know
that
what
is,
it,
right?
I don't even know what it is, but it was good. So me going from, and I had good grades. It was so, and then you see how the thing just flipped, right? From skateboarder, YPO intermediate to flip, and now 5 A's or 5 A's 1 B plus.
What do you think was the like what in your mind happened? I mean, if you can, do you think do you know what like the definitive thing was, or it's hard to pinpoint on that portion?
It was just the shock, just that culture. Culture shock, but like
Was it the PTSD of getting your ass beat?
Yeah, getting your ass beat, and then just now like, all right, you. I mean,
So you
and that
went from
first,
another
but then also
direction.
that first year, I really didn't hang out with anybody. I stayed in class. I did my schoolwork. My grades were on point. I really didn't hang out with much people because I was already at a disadvantage because the girls introduced me to all the girls. So I was that man on campus that I had a lot of
crazy,
friends, but I didn't have a group. Versus when I was in Washington
Dude,
Intermediate, I had the group.
Yeah.
I had the crew, and
Yeah.
we had the spot on the wall.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Everybody knew
The
that I was on
popular
the
guy,
spot.
right.
Yeah,
He
we
was
had
the
a
man.
spot. I'm talking to, so everybody knows me at Wapon, and I go to a whole new setting. I'm in a whole new atmosphere, and I'm ninth grade. I'm minimal now. I'm this small versus I was a little bit big.
When you look at it now, okay,
Yeah.
when you look at it now, do you think that you went through depression? You went through adolescent depression? This is a serious question because I know that I did, and I'm going to relate to that story with you.
Yeah, I was sad. I mean, I bawled for like weeks. I mean, I don't know if it was. I mean, depression. I was very sad. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
I still.
You weren't happy?
I wasn't happy, but I still didn't let it affect me. I just was like, fuck it. This is cards you're dealt, and you just keep plowing.
You persevere
just
through
keep
and push
going,
through.
Just keep going.
Yeah, see, that's an attribute that I think that people need to hear now because there's such a huge victim mentality.
Right.
Such a huge victim mentality. And even the politics right now, like, it so pisses me off. Like,
I could have gone the other way and been pissed off at the world, pissed off at my dad. I
Yes.
could have been pissed off at my friends. I could have been mad for years, and that life altering moment where.
so,
I
I
graduated
mean, how
with
did you
friends.
keep that mindset though? Do you know, like, did you
know.
set goals for yourself? Like,
Back
I know you do now, but
No,
yeah.
I would say now. Back then, like freshman year, it was just trying to stay under the radar.
Okay.
I
okay.
was just trying
No,
to
that
stay
makes
under,
sense.
trying to stay under the radar till once I got on the field, and then they saw.
There you go, and then you let
then they
loose there.
saw,
So
like,
that was your proving point.
right.
I like
once,
it.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, coming into freshman year, because you're training in the summertime, and
Yeah.
I'm outrunning guys. I'm at the head of the pack, and the guys like, who is this guy? Right. So
that was good. A good way to prove yourself.
Right.
man. Yeah.
Right. So like going into school, it's like
that makes
so
sense.
right? So I was still ahead of the pack. I did my thing. I was like always in the miles, top 2, top 3. So I'm always ahead and doing my thing. And then I stayed low, got my good grades, balled out, and then when it came like sophomore year, it's like okay, like like Josh is cool.
Yeah. Then you were accepted into the pack.
Accepted, like,
Into the wolf pack.
into the wolf pack of the not lead. But it was rough that freshman year. Really not having
Yeah.
friends. All the girls knew me. A lot of the girls liked me, and like it was fun. It was fun, but like.
like
I
it.
didn't have a crew. I didn't have the boys. I didn't
Yeah,
have
I
the
feel you, bro.
spot to feel comfortable and put our stuff down and be like, yeah, this is it. It's just like, all right, so where do I guess I'll go to my next class and sit in class and do
Yeah,
my work.
yeah.
And that worked out for me,
I my junior year ended up breaking out bad.
Okay.
Bad fucking major acne, dude. Acne so bad that I didn't want to leave the house. And then now when I look at it, I was like, fuck, I think I had like adolescent depression because I didn't want to go anywhere. My mom was like,
Right.
I want to go to Walmart. And I'm
Gotcha.
like, no, I don't want to leave.
Right.
4.0 the whole fucking year.
Yeah.
And then senior year, so I had like a bunch of English credits, but it was mandatory to take it. So I didn't want to take English. I wanted to have a crew senior year. So I took English summer school. But all the kids that were with me were from Wailua and Mililani, and these were all seniors that didn't walk because they didn't have their credit. So I'm with these like kind of like gangsta kids,
Right.
and I had no clue, because I
Right.
was kind of a nerd. And then at that point, and all my acne went away.
Okay.
And then that was
This is the junior year.
junior year going into senior year summer.
Okay.
But I had a car.
Nice.
So I had a car. So I rolled up to summer school one day. And then there was these chicks, and they're like, "Hey, well, brother, you can take a 7-Eleven." And I was like, and one of them was smoking. And I was like, yeah. So I took them down, and they came. And then when they came back, she gave me a joint, and she's like, "Here you go. This is your payment." I was like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? I didn't do this shit."
Right.
And then my cousin did, though. My cousin did. I won't drop his name, but Josh Tyrell. But then so we went. So anyway, we went. We're not real cousins, but we're like so close homies back then.
Yeah.
So I was driving down. I didn't have work. I worked at Blockbuster back in the day.
Wow.
I was driving down. I saw him on the side of the road. I was like, "Hey, dude, I got this." And he's like, "What are we gonna do it?" He's like, "We're gonna smoke it." And I was like, "Okay." So, but looking back now, like I could see like that was the pivotal point, and I went dark. My senior year but what a good time. Still graduated with honors, but
right.
But I see what you're saying. So okay, so college.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's okay. I accepted University of Oregon.
Yes,
but finding out. So I wish I was like for all if you're any students or anybody else watching that has kids, like it is imperative if they get their FAFSA filled out and know what money they got coming in to allocate extra funds or start filling out all the whatever those grants and whatever.
Yes, apply
for everything. I didn't. I was like, oh, I'm good grades, whatever.
Right.
FAFSA, graduated, still on a high.
Yeah.
And then the realization, like, bang, Oregon is 60 grand. I don't know. It was like 60 grand your first year because you're out of state.
Right. You got to pay it out.
You got to pay you out of state. And your second year, whatever, 32, blah, 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 blah. 60 grand, bro. Like, my family didn't have that. I didn't want to, like, take out a lot of loans. My FAFSA gave me, like, 12. FAFSA gave me like 12 to 15 grand. So you're talking about like 45
So it was like,
grand.
hey, you can come to school, but it's like fucking, it's like, I can't afford it.
Yeah, I can't afford that. So
damn,
the realization.
that is, man, and that like rolls into what you're doing now.
Right.
Financing. But that's like, that's
wild.
a sad thing,
Sad
right?
thing, because I was so stoked. I remember it to this day, dude. I remember it visual.
You would have been a duck.
I would have been a duck. I remember visual getting the letter because that was my school. That's the school I wanted to go to. I researched. I looked it all up.
Why? Why'd you want to go there? Who was going there that you wanted to go?
I don't know. It was for one to get off the island. For one, I wanted to get off the island and prove my point. I wanted to. My dad was. I even wrote in college. I wrote an essay about my father. Dad, that you were like growing up. You're like a staff sergeant breathing down my neck 24/7, and me walking on eggshells. But I appreciate you. I appreciate the fact that you did that because I feel like that shaped me in the way that I am today.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm gun ho. I'm straight A. Like, but it's because of that he had that. So graduating, turning 18, I was like, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
They're balling at the airport. I'm balling. Once I hit the corner, I'm like, shit, we good.
Yeah.
We're Gucci.
Yeah.
So
where'd you end up going?
So I find out on a Monday that I'm not going to University of Oregon. I call my head coach on a Tuesday. Coach, I'm not going to Oregon. Where can I go and still play ball? Tuesday, he tells me about College of the Desert. Tells me about these other schools, and I find out like a lot of my classmates are going to like there's a group going to Pasadena, a group going to this school in Arizona. There's only a few guys going to College of the Desert. I wanted to stay West Coast, so I was like, okay, whatever it is. So Wednesday come, I call that head coach, Coach Dean Dowdy. If you watch this, thank you, man. He tells me that we have receivers. We're already full on receivers, but you're more than welcome to come out and compete.
So you got to go fight for that spot.
I fight for that spot. So I said, F it. My receiver, a DB and a linebacker, and linebacker was his dad, and his dad was a coach. So them two were already headed there to the school. So I called. I was like, you know what? And then it just so happens at that time, my mom's husband's family was living in the valley, Coachella Valley, Palm Springs, Southern California.
Got it.
Right? So it's California, 5 hours away, whatever. Just get me off this island. I don't want to. So Wednesday, I called Coach Dowdy, find out about the school. Following Friday, I'm on a plane to College of the Desert.
Wow.
Everybody in my family and a lot of my friends still thought I was going to Oregon. I think at my graduation party, it was celebrated I was going to Oregon.
Okay.
We had it was like a celebration before we even realized it. Oh, snap.
Right.
Yeah. So it was like family, like preparing for your kids' college future. Like you start that now because it came to a hard realization that, wow, my dream schools that I've thought of the last 4 years, bro, like I'm not going there. And I went to a JUCO and lived in an apartment, shitty complex, walked to school. I didn't have that university feel. And that was one thing to this day is I regret is I wish I had that. Like people going to like universities and, repping whatever, that type of
Yeah, and you
feel
know
of
what? I'm gonna
college.
be real, man. I like my parents were down to hook me up and go to school, and I just worked, and I regret that shit.
Right?
Man.
It's like, it's 4 years that you never
I
get
wanted
back.
to be in a frat house.
Yeah, frat house, dorms or whatever
Right.
it is. Like the
I wanted to experience that college
mess
life.
hall or whatever, frat parties, like being on campus.
Yeah,
walking,
experience
walking
life.
from your dorm to a college room. Like once college is over, then you start to. Once you're in college, you don't really take that for granted. But like after, it's like that, all that little shit. Like I wish I got to experience that.
Yeah.
Going to these pep rallies and they're banging drums and you're repping University of Oregon and they have the Civil War where it's University of Oregon versus Oregon State.
Yeah, my son's mom went to OSU.
Okay,
She's a
see.
Beaver. Yeah.
Right. So that and then I went to College of the Desert, bro, and it was in Coachella Valley. I get there, first day of practice, it is blazing 110.
Oh damn.
What the fuck, bro? Like what did I just walk into? It got to a point it was so hot that my shins were peeling. My shins had never peeled ever. Like my back from the sun,
crazy.
but my arm, but my shins were peeling.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So Palm Springs, Palm Desert, in the summertime, it gets about to 120, 115. It's dry heat, so it's a different heat.
So that's why it's called College of the Desert.
College of the Desert, bro, and it was a JUCO. So it's honestly it's like HGC, LCC with a football team.
Yeah. Junior
it's
college.
Junior
Yeah,
college.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not university and anything like that. I mean, it was still cool, and I'm glad for the
Yeah, I mean,
experiences.
of course you enjoyed it,
I
right?
enjoyed it. A lot of the people I still keep in contact. They say in life, a lot of people you still keep in contact with is not your high school classmates. It's actually your college buddies, right? And a lot of them still to this day.
Nice.
So
yeah, fuck, I wouldn't know.
see, that's why exactly. And the crazy thing is, I went up with 9 Hawaii guys. Out of that 9,
Yeah, I want to see how much of them actually stayed.
one.
You.
Me. All of them, one by one, went back. And
I
like,
noticed that a lot of Hawaii cats that go to JCs, they fuck up.
right?
They party too much because they're not used to it. A culture here, because we all live like in your family's house for a long time.
Right.
It's so expensive. It's hard to move out, right? And then when you do so, they're so used to that culture of, honestly, it's coddledness. I hate to say it, but a lot of it is that.
Yeah, if you're 18 and you're
And then it's like,
the last 2-3 years you're
And they
living at
give
home,
up, and that's the mindset, man. That's why, like, we gotta.
and you're having your pity parties, like, oh, we shouldn't be here. Like,
I feel like that's some bullshit that used to be taught in high school, like.
It's wild, yeah.
And that's why, like you can tell. I think even the coaches know, like certain athletes, they know, like this guy's gonna make it, and this guy's on the fence. Like, I don't know if he's gonna.
And if you've coached for years and years and years,
and you
can
know,
tell. There's
but
just
you
little
try
things.
your best to get him
try
there.
your
You
best
know,
to get him there. But there's little things that you can tell, like, okay,
can
this
lead a
kid's
horse to
got it.
water.
Right, this guy's got it, and we got to work with this one.
Right.
But yeah, so they all went back. Like, winter time, when we would all go back home.
Yeah.
A couple
and
wouldn't
then
come back.
Oh,
Right, and I'm like, fuck that, I don't want. And then
man.
the next summer I go back, and then I see them, and they're doing the same thing.
Right.
Same thing. So
That's what it is, man.
I
All right.
prided
So
my-
I'm gonna jump forward just
Okay.
a little bit.
yeah. Sorry.
So now that you don't be sorry. You know, I don't know if these motherfuckers are gonna want to do a 3-hour one. With
I know. I don't even know how long we're in for, but thank you.
I'll record for 10. If we
Let's
have
do it. If we got good stuff to talk about. It's like, yeah.
I'm gonna have to learn on YouTube how to like do the things, like this spot, so that people can mark it. But anyway, so you graduated from college?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
was
yeah.
your degree in?
It was just your associates. Yeah, you're just
So you did your AA,
liberals. Yeah, AA.
your liberals,
Yeah,
and then you pieced out.
So liberals, I was gonna walk on the SDSU. So
okay.
I was gonna walk on there, but a franchise minor league pro team came to town, and from there, dude, like I stayed. I graduated. I stayed. I played for that team. Balled
You
out.
played in a minor league.
Yeah.
What is this? Is this semi-pro football?
Yeah, so like it's like the semi-pro football, but in the way in California, it's like it's not like down here. Nothing against like the leagues, but it's like beer me drink league. Like you just hang out, drink beer, and play.
I think I know what you're saying. So this is full contact.
It's full contact. It's 12 man.
My friend in Vegas did this.
It's full It's like football. It's actual football, right? But like
semi-pro league.
the way and like you look it up on Facebook. These SoCal Coyotes. I was there from day one.
SoCal Coyotes. That's what the team you're on.
These SoCal Coyotes. They're over like their page is over like I would say over like 50,000 likes. It's high up there. I'm
sure.
So they're a non-profit organization.
I'm
now.
sure there's some fucking killers that played on these
Right.
teams.
So the coach was when what is it called? Arena football was in.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know arena
So-
football very well. My friend
Okay,
was
the Tampa Bay Storm.
Okay.
Our coach was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Storm.
Okay, nice.
Right. So he's coming in, and it was a professional team, my guy. It was, if you did not practice, you did not play. After games, you had to report to ice therapy. We had chiropractors, we had surgeons, we had it all. So we had days where
it was a real deal.
It was a real Thank you. It was a real deal. We had to come dressed away games, suited and booted. You had to wear slacks. We had our own polo shirts. We had to do community service acts. We did
Wow. Okay.
Community
So you
service
stayed.
acts.
So after you did your liberal arts,
Yeah.
you ended up playing for this semi-pro team.
playing for this team. Right.
Okay, and then what happened next?
I played a season. So we played with them 4 seasons, 3 championship appearances, 2 rings. You know, we played for a natty title.
Oh, you guys! Wow.
Yeah.
You have rings for this?
I have rings for this too. Yes, not on me. I'm sorry. No, I don't. This is just one other. But it's at home.
This is some
I have
fucking
rings.
cool shit, man.
I've look at my Instagram too.
I'm
There's rings.
like,
I was a baller, bro. Like,
man, I'm fanboying right now.
fucking like it was legit, like to the T. And like our unis were the Patriots. So we started off red and black. The second year we went to a black and red. The black and red was like a college uni where it was like fit.
Oh, so those are the videos I see you with the black. That's what that was.
Yes, the snug. And then we went to the Patriots uniform.
That's the one I saw. I saw that.
That was our third to fourth, my third and fourth year, right? Those are the nice unis. That's where I am.
Did you get paid doing this?
We got bonuses, so it was nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. But anyway, so it was an experience that like you don't get. Like I wasn't gonna make it to the NFLs. I almost went overseas to play. Because we had like partnership with like Germany and whatnot. I almost went overseas to play. But
No, because a lot of people go like CFL as well.
Right.
Yeah,
And so that was my next goal, was going CFL. But the crazy thing is I actually stopped in 2015 because I had a bone spur in my right heel.
Okay.
Now, to give you a visual, guys out there, visual. This is the back of my heel. There was a bone sticking out into my Achilles tendon, about 3/4 of an inch into my Achilles tendon.
Is this bone spurs happen like from impact? Or like what
Bone
is it?
spurs happen from impact and the rubbing of shoes over years on the heel.
Okay.
So microfractures happen in your bones, right? And
Okay.
that's common when you put in a lot of pressure and whatnot.
Sure.
And I didn't wear the proper footing. I'm flat-footed. I'm like, it's like
Yeah,
this,
I have
right?
fallen arches. I
Yeah,
know
so
exactly what
mines
you're
have
talking
caved
about,
in,
bro.
Right? So knees, hips, everything's jacked.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
because it's all a bicycle. It's a mechanism. Anyway, so microfractures in my heel over years, bone builds up and it was growing. So for the last 2-3 years of my football career, I was dealing with a lot of pain. It got to a point like I was like popping ibuprofens before games just to get the pain by, so that now the adrenaline kicks in, I can play
Right.
for the next 2-3 days.
Well, I'm glad you didn't end up on the other stuff.
Right, so it was just ibuprofen and a lot of like painkillers and stuff. But like then when I go to work the next day, because I still worked, right? I still worked on top of that.
Okay. What'd you do?
I was actually sales at Best Buy for years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 4 years I was at sales at Best Buy for years.
What'd you
So
sell?
I was in computer sales,
Okay.
computers, and then I actually moved over. So from computers, I was moved over to Geek Squad, and I was a TEA, a technology education agent. I was the one that you would book appointments for to teach you how to use this and any technology that was under the roof of Best Buy.
Ah, so you have patience.
Oh my God, dude, it was the worst. It was the worst. I promise you. So I was a high in Best Buy history. That position, I went from $8.75, $9 to a $15.50. It was
Okay.
the highest bump in like our period in years for this position. And it was like the lowest before a manager. I wasn't a manager. I was getting paid right before them.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
wild. I loved it. I was geek squad. But I'm living in a demographic. This is Palm Springs, Palm Desert. I'm like, yeah, right. It's lovely. Like it's
So
good.
on the first episode we had Golden Road. Now we're having Golden Road again. This is Golden Road
Brewing.
Mango Cart. Shout
Mango.
out Golden Road.
Yes.
Sponsorship, baby.
Mango wheat ale. Is that how you said the word? Ale? I'm so bad at like
Ale, yeah.
right? Anyway. I'm bad at pronounce. I'm good at some things and I lack, and I just anyway.
Hey, that's all right,
That's
bro.
right,
We're
right,
all
right.
DTD
Right.
in somewhere.
But I'm a TEA agent, and in Palm Springs, Palm Desert, the demographic is a retirement community. So, Miss Sally, I'm teaching you what Google is. I didn't even turn the phone on. I gotta explain Google to her.
You have to like set up her email.
Set up the email,
Everything.
everything.
Okay, I can
iCloud,
relate to
iPod
you.
password, turning on their printer,
AT&T.
Oh yes. So
And
now
then Connie Owe, and it
but
was
that's
the old community.
it's just phones. Now talking about DSLR cameras, talking about tablets,
Wait,
Android,
DSLs?
not DSLR camera.
Oh, I thought you were talking about DSLs.
Oh. DSLR.
I know what you're
cameras,
saying.
Like DSLR cameras. Fucking wheat L over here. DSLR cameras. I had to teach them, and so I had to stay ahead of the curve. I had to learn everything. It was so fucking hard,
my
dude.
God, yeah.
And I would come
Well,
home
that's
just
cool.
shot.
So you did that for 4 years?
4 years, bro.
I don't math. So anyway, so 18. Wait,
5 years.
so you graduated.
I graduated 06. Okay, graduated 06, and then
Okay.
I started working with Best Buy 2008, 2009.
How old were you then?
I graduated 06. I'm 18, maybe 19, 20.
So you're working at Best Buy while you were in college too?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Then you're doing semi-pro.
Semi-pro.
Okay, and then so Bone Spur comes.
They called it minor league pro up there.
Minor league pro.
Get it correct.
Oh.
Because
Minor league pro.
Semi-pro out here is like, you go out here, you say semi-pro, it's like, like, you
Minor
know,
league
yeah,
pro.
but like it was just a different animal out there.
Okay.
Like competition, like I wish I could show you the competition that we would when we go out there play. Like
Yeah. What the fuck, man?
I fucking anyway, but yeah, it was just a competition, but it was just wild. Like
Okay.
Inglewood Blackhawks, we're talking about like O line of 6'10", like 320
I can
pound guys.
imagine, dude.
Anyway, yeah, we were playing against some good competition. But yeah, going back to what we were at. Sorry.
No, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
So finished minor league pro.
Yeah. So I
And
played
then-
ball up there. So tipping points, right?
Yeah.
And we're here to discuss my life, right?
Yeah.
Another tipping point. So at Best Buy, another good and bad moment happened to me. So, you know, you go into Best Buy and you scan your reward zone points, right? You get
Yeah,
points,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
you get gift certificate. So for every, I think it's like every $250 you spend, you get $5 back in like a gift receipt reward. Anyway, so at the time, my manager, you know, we're both boys and we're all homies. We all like, you know, do the thing. We're all cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
boss man, if these people don't want to use the reward zone points, may I just scan it to my own? Sure, why not?
Oh yeah, you got fired. I already know where this is going.
Oh, let's put it this way. He's not there anymore.
Of course
And,
he's not, and
he's
not.
and
That's why you're not there.
I'm not there. But the way they did it, it was just wild, dude. So
Wow, what did they do?
it's mid rush. I'm at the register, ringing up, agent suit on, and this guy walks up to me over my shoulder, and I've never seen this guy before. He doesn't have a Best Buy shirt on. Walks over my shoulder. He has glasses on. He's like looking at a report. IA, Internal Affairs. And like I kind of knew it was wrong what I was doing, but it was like if they're not going to use it, like why not?
They gifted it to
It's
me.
gift receipts that it's going back to the company. Like why I'm spending it back with you guys. Like whatever. And I'm 19, 20, I don't know. I'm young at that time. This is like 2014ish. 2014. I'm about like 20. I don't know. Anyway, but so
You
he
don't
comes
math
to me.
either.
And he's like, "Hey, we need to talk to you." So relieve me from the register. I go back into the GM. I go back into the GM office or whatever.
Yeah.
And opens the door. As I walk into the office, there's Colonel Sanders. Imagine Colonel Sanders, long white hair. He's my GM at the time.
Okay.
He's standing there, and he
Medulla oblongata.
Yes, but long hair. Let me tell you, like he's standing there in the corner, big stance, and he's like this. Door closes. There's a cop.
What?
Door closes. There's a cop.
So they were like gonna fraud you up, like federal, like.
Oh yeah. So it gets juicier. It's sauce right here. This is a sauce, and I'm glad this happened to me, bro.
Right.
Sit down. Pages. They were watching me for a minute, and like I was
I
buying.
feel like that's like entrapment.
It was.
I feel like that's entrapment because if you're doing it, then you should be coached.
Right.
Hey, don't. Hey,
Don't-
look, what you're doing is against policy.
Stop me on the
but
side,
they're like
like-
letting you go
Right.
and then building a federal rap sheet to put you away.
Put me away. Hey, so yes, exactly, bro. And they had stacks of paper, and
That's
like here's
fucked
this
up.
credit card. That's that person's name, but your reward zone. That's not you, right? Okay, next paper. There's this one. You're buying iPhone. I'm buying. And like shit I was buying though, I was with the gift receipt. I was actually slanging them on the side too. It was like so.
Bro, I there was a huge thing like this when I worked at AT&T's, almost identical.
So the cop, they treating it. The cop comes over here, and then
That's crazy that the cops.
the cop's right there. So it was like about like $400-500 of worth of gift receipts.
No, so don't tell me they made you pay it back.
Not even, Mr. GM, whatever. Do you want to press charges? Yes. In cuffs, midday, walk me through the middle of the floor in front of
Arrested.
everybody.
Oh
Arrested.
man.
Cuffs. I've never had like I've never had anything bad like that in the valley. And I've lived there for like 4 years already. I've never had anything like that in the valley happen to me. A parking ticket,
Holy
a
shit.
speeding ticket. But then I get
So now this is fraud.
fraud, embezzlement, federal case. my guy.
For $500?
500 fuck,
I think that's the minimum, right? Isn't 500 the minimum?
something like that. I felt like he was doing it as like
Well,
an example.
they were using you as a
As
fucking
what
to
is it, a
fucking
martyr, or I don't even know what they fucking call it. It was an
fucking-
example.
fucking
And in
scarlet
front-
letter,
in
baby.
front of everybody, like and I've worked there,
And
for
I'm
like
sure
4 or
other people
5
did it
years.
too.
And like exactly, and like 4 or 5 years, and fucking walks me out, and like so corporate fucking me over. They could have like said, I know I was doing bad, like, hey Josh, stop that. We see what's going on. Just cut it out. But no. So I go to court, all that. It prevents me from getting a job. I get it dropped down to a misdemeanor.
Well, that's thank goodness for that.
Yeah, because they were trying to stop me with embezzlement, like federal, and get dropped
Come
down.
on,
to,
you.
like wild, right? Like I wasn't like
You're gonna fucking go to federal prison with
Yeah.
guys that are taking millions of dollars.
millions, Ponzi schemes, whatever it is,
We're
but
running
like
for-
fucking reward zone gift certificates, bro. I almost went to fucking jail for reward zone gift certificates. Everybody, so it made, but
shit, this is fucking serious
so
shit.
and here's the crazy thing. So I would get walked out. Okay, walked out, and Nisa's living with me at that time, right? So she's up there in California with me.
This is your girl.
Girl now, she's the mother of my 2 kids. She's
Okay.
up there. We didn't have any kids then, and she was working at the zoo, and they had to recover some of the items that I had bought and I was reselling. Because they asked me these questions, and I was just straight up with them, like, yeah, this is what I was doing with it, like, yeah, son. And their policy is big on not reselling. Like, if you're buying stuff with your discount, because
you're not supposed to
You're
resell
not
it.
supposed to resell it, and they're very fucking big on that. And that's, I guess, another what really made them pull the trigger like that. Anyway, the cop.
Shame on you,
Hey,
Josh.
dude, cop puts me in my.
Shame on you for using your discount and giving and selling it.
Fucking selling it.
Like when 97% of Americans do right now.
Right? And I was, living
Shame.
on my own. I didn't have no family out there. It was just me.
You're a kid.
All my family is here.
Kid.
So I'm doing whatever I gotta
Fucking
do to
people
get back.
drink and drive and text and drive and do worse shit.
Shit for a fuck. Anyway, so we go to her job. We gotta get
guess
the
it's
house
bad, though.
key, and we got the house key. And the cop makes me call her. Doesn't tell her what's going on. Just have her come outside, and like so she comes out and she sees the cops. I'm like,
And you're still
I'm
still in
arrested.
cuffs.
I'm in cuffs like this, looking out the back of her car, and she starts bawling.
Oh man.
Bawling. And we had this conversation, like, you're like, straight. I'm straight. I am, because seeing that face,
This
like,
was the tipping point.
it was another tipping point. That seeing that face, I didn't want to go through that again. I didn't want to put her through that. I didn't want to feel that shit ever again, dude. It was wild. They took me to jail for it.
It's
like
fucking bonkers, man.
fucking bonkers, dude. They took me to jail for it, and like it was fucking wild, dude. Like so they got the
Holy
keys from her
shit.
for the house. She had to follow us
Yeah.
because we only had one set of keys, because she was gonna pick me up after she got off.
Right.
We only had one car, so she followed us to the house. I could not get out. I couldn't even talk to her, dude. And
So what did they want? They wanted like the property in the
wanted
house?
the fucking iPhone cases that I had fucking bought with the reward zone certificates to give back to them.
They
Right.
wanted $20 to $50 cases back.
Yes, I think most is like 45. It was like
Fucking otter boxes.
Yeah, an otter fucking box for an iPhone 8. 2 iPhone, and I had like an iPhone 4 at that, whatever it was. I don't know. I had like a different
it's
phone.
probably like a 5.
5 or whatever. I had a different phone, and they're like, "Well, you have that phone, but why are you buying this?" And I'm like,
Why? I can buy whatever the hell I want.
Right. So it was just another corporate job fucking me over. I mean, I did wrong, but they did me wild, bro. And
Wow,
so
that is
So to see her face bawling, you know how
Crazy.
emotional too. Seeing her face bawling, like, dude, it gets scarred to me, bro. I never want to put somebody through that, and then for me to go through that again.
dude. Thanks for sharing that, dude.
Yeah, it was just
I've-
another tipping point for that matter, And I don't think I've ever told anybody really
Wow.
about that. Like, yeah, to be honest, like only a few people know that story.
And well, now everyone will.
Yeah, fuck it. But
Dude,
but
you know what? But I think that's what people need to hear, because something that seems so not innocent but just minute can cause a fucking major catastrophe, bro.
Catastrophe, bro. Sent me on a downward. So after that,
Dude, I didn't realize we were gonna get this serious tonight, dude. Seriously, holy shit, dude. Our first official cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so that spiraled you,
That
right?
inspired me. So I couldn't get a job. It was hot. It was summertime in Palm Springs, and it was hot. And I ended
So
up.
you became a male stripper.
Crazy fact. I got pitched it because I got pitched it.
I did
because
too.
My fucking.
That's all I knew it. I knew it.
In his eyes, the twitch. It made male stripper, right? That twitch.
Yes, I saw it.
My manager at Best Buy home theater. Shout out to Aaron if you're watching. You never probably watch this. He was a male stripper at that time.
No, he's gonna watch it because you're gonna tag his ass.
He pitched me and he's like, why don't you become a male stripper? Anyway, so
They make good money.
but they fucking make wild
Shout out to my boy Kevin.
and in Palm Springs. It's Palm Springs. It is the vacation home for
Right.
So
So you did do it, didn't you?
did do it. I took my girl to I took my girl to one of the clubs and we went there and I actually got hit on by and then he was buying me shots and the whole table of shots and my
and you
wife
liked
and
it.
Nisa did I wanted to stop. I felt like she was extorting me because she kept telling me do it because he was buying the shots and I didn't want to and she made me go up to the bar and like they're at the fucking table. I'm at the bar with this guy and he's buying the shots and I'm just entertaining his company.
Oh man, this is great.
It was so
This is incriminating shit right
It
here.
was so wild.
And I'm gonna publish this.
And the club is called Toucans in Palm Springs.
Oh my goodness.
And it's still there. Brian, Evelyn, and Anissa, the night that we went to Toucans, and you guys like extorted me with that guy to get more shots. I did not leave with him. For
Oh,
anybody
this
that has
is
that,
great.
For anybody that
Dude,
has
this
that
episode
question,
is so ADHD.
I
But
did not
there
leave
is
with
some
him.
good stuff.
But no, but going back to that, like that topic, but it really a downward spiral because I ended up getting a awesome
Don't tell me
job.
you like started smoking crack and
No,
shit.
no. I started working for DirecTV, like those retailers.
Oh,
Right. So so it was our own entity office and
no, authorized reseller.
authorized reseller. I
Yep,
couldn't
yep.
for the name, but we would make like $100-$150 off of installments, and they got to get installed. Anyway,
You have to install,
right? But I ended up
The
becoming
installers used to make shit tons of money back then too, you know.
I ended up
into
becoming
the
a
acquisition.
manager of an office.
Okay.
I ran Sam's Club in Palm Springs, in the Valley. I ran a Best Buy, and when I say ran, I had people at a table, two agents or two sellers, whatever you would call them. And it's crazy because we
RSCs, retail sales
whatever.
consultants.
Yeah, so I had like 3 or 4 stores. I had 3 or 4 stores, and the manager at that time, Alonzo, you'll hear me get excited, right? You see me tag that.
Yeah, you
shit
always
up.
say that.
I
Get
always
excited.
say that. Zoe, this is because of you. He would do that every day. Get excited every time. It's just get excited because it's like fuck. You hear it and you just get excited, dude. Get excited, like. Get excited. Yes, right.
I like that.
And that's why I always say it now because you would do that in the office and it would just be positivity.
Yeah,
And it's like,
yeah.
like fuck yes, dude, get excited. Like everything,
I like that shit, bro.
everything, right? It was always like get excited. Like
The energy
like,
bus, bro. John Gordon energy bus. That's a tipping point in my life. Changed my life.
And long story short, so at the office, I'm making good money. I'm running Sam's Club. I couldn't run Best Buy because my ties with them, and so I had Walmart, Sam's Club.
Fucking
anyway,
criminal.
Zoe went. I know, fuck you. I was a criminal. I was, bro. It was wild. Anyway, Zoe went to Mexico. Some things happened with his family. He didn't come back.
Oh no.
Yeah. So what happened? There was a change of management. What happens is when they come in, the whole company has to do a new background check on everybody.
Oh, and then they found out.
And they fucking that shit popped up, and then they let me go. So that now I was again. So it was like boom. It was like boom, and it was like holy shit. It's
One decision or one thing you do can affect you forever.
Years, for
right.
years. So boom, hit there, and then I'm coming back up DTV. There,
Right.
I'm running an
Slang
office,
it.
slaying it. I'm making good money, and it's fun. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
We would call it the turn and burn, bro. Like I would you would come into Sam's Club looking to buy milk, and now you're signing a 2-year
And then you're
contract with
closing
DirecTV.
them on
I'm closing them on
DirecTV.
fucking DirecTV, right in the middle of the milk aisle.
Dude, that's what makes sales so fun. Tell
So
me that.
fun. I would literally like, you need any help? Like I have like tricks. I know how to do it. I perfected it. But I would teach my guys to do that. I would perfect the turn and burn, and we would play fun, meaning how far we could do a turn and burn. We would like bet, like, hey, I'm gonna go all the way to produce, which is on the other side of the store, and I'm gonna just talk with somebody. I'm gonna turn and burn them, and I'm gonna follow me all the way over here. And the thing is about like if I tell you to come, like follow me. And you just turn and walk. A lot of people are innate to have it in them to follow.
Right.
And they'll be like,
Oh,
all right,
I gotta
okay."
say this real quick.
Yeah.
So my homie Carlos, shout out Carlos Lara. We work in 24 Hour Fitness, right?
Okay.
We rolled up to LCC, and there's this chick, and she's wearing this shirt, and it said Heartbreaker, and it was funny because he goes, watch this tractor beam, and he'd point it at people, and they would come, just come.
because you're the innate to have it. Someone tells you to follow, and you're like, I don't even know what's going on, but I'm following. And then it was funny because there would be 2 of us at a table, and if you were my partner, I'd look at you from far and be like, is he coming?
They're like, yes.
I'm like, yeah, okay, perfect. And I just keep walking. Oh, yeah, just come. And then we come around the corner, I have my table, and then I have my layout, and boom. And next thing you know, it's like I'm on the phone placing an order. This guy signing up 2-year contract when he just came in to buy milk on a Sunday morning. Fucking wild. But I was loving that grind.
Done and done.
And it was wild. But then the fucking management, and then boom. And that's what ultimately led me to come back to Hawaii in 2015.
So that's how you ended up there, right?
Back
and
here.
then
a lot of families, like sometimes like if I don't want to get into that story, I'll just tell them it's because we had our kids. Like we had Jacks, and that's why we came back. But really, it was because it was that. That was a real reason why. That was a real,
dude,
like transparent, no beat around the bush, the full story, like why I came back. I got busted. I was doing some dumb shit.
So when you got back, is that how you ended up at UFC?
No, when we got back, I ended up working at Papa John's in a management position because my homeboy was hiring. And I needed cash. And I fucking hated coming home, my fingernails smelling like pizza and whatnot. You would still use gloves.
Yeah.
But like being a manager.
Speaking of pizza.
Oh, I know. Sorry.
No, I had that last night. Okay. I know this is way fucking off topic. But do you know the fucking origin of Caesar salad?
I fucking don't even know. Caesar?
Okay, so like Caesar salad, right? I thought it was, Hell Caesar,
Rome,
right?
Yeah, Hell Caesar, Rome.
No. So it was made in Mexico, bro. I just found this shit out last night. But then it was an Italian guy. I found that out. I did a little research. So an Italian guy who owns some restaurants in Mexico, and he created Caesar salad. Did you know that it has not sardine, anchovies? Did you know that anchovies are a part of the Caesar
anchovies? Sauce? Wait. So,
anchovies, right? Like remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Don't put anchovies on my pizza. You put anchovies on my pizza.
Right. Yeah.
So Caesar salad has anchovies in it.
Okay.
Like the traditional one. So I had
anymore.
For the first time. No, it does, bro.
Okay.
Real Caesar. Okay, probably not the bullshit that you get from like Sam's Club or Costco, like or 7-Eleven.
Right.
But real Caesar salad has it. So my boy, shout out Bronson, was at his house last night. We had a few brewskis, and he made homemade Caesar salad, fucking whipped it, raw eggs, and he started. And did you know that you're supposed to eat it with a knife and a fork?
A Caesar salad?
Yes, you're supposed to cut it up and fucking.
I did not. Now we know. Now I know.
What the fuck?
It's just dressing and yeah.
I felt like such a fucking.
What?
If you guys know, drop some comments below and tell me how stupid I am. But I think that I didn't know.
I didn't know that either, bro.
Anchovies, bro. Anchovies. And I was like, no, there's no anchovies. How do they do it? And then my friend didn't want to send it, and he's like, bro. And I was like, oh, I'm thinking of sardines. And he's like, yeah, I already knew you were thinking of sardines because I was thinking of little fish.
No lie, when you said anchovies, I was thinking that same stuff.
Right.
Like right now, I legit was thinking like it was.
I legit has been thinking
like
anchovies.
What is anchovies then?
Because it's fillet and like they like like how you like sometimes when they make the ahi and they like puree it. That's just what it is. It's just all mushed up.
Right.
With the egg whites and all that.
Yeah. I went live. Oh, what's up, everybody? I'm live right now.
We are live. The Mully Podcast.
The Mully Podcast. Go look him up on Instagram. The Mully Podcast. This episode will be out. Wow.
I'm gonna get it out, dude. I'm gonna edit this joint on Saturday. I'm probably gonna put it out on Monday, bro.
That's fine. No rush.
Put it on Monday.
Where are we at though?
Okay, so I want to wrap things up because I want to get crazy already.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
So once again, the Mully Mully is, we're like there's two things, right? There's the mullet aspect, right? So business before party.
Right, business before
and then there's also, you know what a mulligan is?
A mulligan, no. Inform me.
Okay, so in golf.
Okay,
a mulligan, you can go mulligan, and it's like a do-over. So if you like fuck up a shot,
right,
then you can call a mulligan and you get a do-over. Okay.
Oh shit, that's gonna be my word. My first time golfing.
Okay, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna take you out. I suck. I suck, but
you said driving range. I'm game for that.
Yeah, we'll do that first.
I'm game. Yeah.
So, if you had one do-over in life, what would it be?
Oh, I don't honestly though. I don't think I have one. I don't. I feel like, again, going back to the beginning of the segment, was that like, I mean, if there was a do-over, but then I really enjoy the way life started.
Right, and you know what? Because if you do a
Right.
do-over, then you might not have your kids.
Exactly.
Right, and my
Right.
son is my world.
Right, my kids are my world, and I feel like if I didn't get caught stealing at that intermediate,
It wouldn't have defined who
wouldn't
you
have-
are today.
I wouldn't have gone to IAL. I wouldn't have been so hard at football. Then when going back to it, went to college. If I didn't get caught embezzlement at Best Buy, I wouldn't have been moved home. We wouldn't have been home in that house and doing what we do. And next thing you know, we have Jacks.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the next thing you know, I'm at the UFC gym.
Right.
Right. So
you're selling
yeah,
$1 million.
Right, yeah. So quick start going back to it. So I was management at Papa John's when I
Right.
first moved back in 2015. Then I said F that. I ended up taking a courier position. Probably one of the best jobs I've ever had. They paid for my gas. I drove around all day. Picking up CDs. Hawaii Institute of Imaging. And
Oh, you're a courier.
yeah,
Like,
courier.
okay.
So I would go and pick up like the.
I think you said a
the-
career
no,
job. I
No,
was
courier. So I had so much free time, and I would leave the office at like 3:34 if there was no deliveries, and they'd still pay me for the day. So I had so much free time. I wish I had. I wish I had a side hustle then, because I could have still been the courier and still doing my thing, right? So
murdering
anyway,
it out.
yeah, I left that for another position.
Mm-hmm.
That was promised that it was gonna be this, and that. When I got there, it wasn't that. I've never quit a job in my life. That job, I walked out on. I was just
You're
like,
like,
you know
"F
what?
this."
I can't do this anymore. I went back.
I respect that you're not saying who it is.
Right. So I went back to that courier position, and they already sourced me out.
Oh, shit.
I couldn't go back. I was stuck in water. I was like, what the fuck? And then I called on my dad. Again, happy birthday, Pops. Again, another big influence. He
Doesn't your
knew-
dad own a business too?
He owns his own graphics business, and we can touch on that later. He knew Chemo. He called Chemo. He's like, hey, my son, he's it. Like, give him a shot.
Wow.
Just so happens Chemo had did a hiring the week before, and one of them dropped out. Chemo always hires in pairs. If it's like 2, 4, he always tries to hire in pairs and let them just fight it off. And just so happens that he hired 2. One fell off. He had an opening. He said, come down for an interview. I was there the next hour, did my interview. He's like, I'll give you 3 months. And then the first month I cranked it out. And then second month was just boom.
Boom
gone.
from there.
And that was the last 5 years, bro.
So, what's cool is like you sold $1 million in memberships
Right.
at UFC.
Right.
I sold $1 million at 24s.
Right. It's fucking
Right,
badass.
so
So the
it's-
Millie Club. Like, that's,
Right,
that's
and that's some cool shit, man.
it is, dude. It's
Like, how many lives have we changed? That's fucking dope, right?
Yeah.
Dope as shit. And I really do think that gym membership shells like really teach a grind and hustle that a lot of people don't have,
Oh,
right?
Definitely. It's not for
Dude,
all.
it's the follow up, it's the presentation, the asking for the referrals and building relationships, because that's what true sales is right?
Right.
Building long-term relationships.
Amen.
And in DTV it was what? The turn.
The turn. Yeah.
You're right. It's one shot, one kill, done, right?
Done, yeah.
You don't see these people all the time.
Right.
The gym, you see them every
Every
day.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So you are building that relationship.
Right. And then now, like, man, congratulations onto your new venture. And what did you say it was again?
So
In
like,
finance?
In finance, yeah. So retirement planning, asset protection, learning about tax-free retirement.
Dude, that is awesome. We got to
Wow.
talk online about that. I want to learn
Yeah,
more about that.
Totally, my dude. It's like it's financial literacy, and it's stuff that you don't get taught. You're taught to be a worker, right?
Right.
You're taught to be a worker. You're taught to get a job. You're taught
The
to
system, man.
It's a system, but you're not taught like doing this and planning ahead. So
Right. No.
you're not.
Unless you come from money, I think
Right.
that you're not taught these
You're
things.
not. You're not at all. And then when you come across information like this, it's just the best way to just share it with everybody.
Exactly. I agree 100%.
Right. So those are two just businesses right now that are just flourishing right now, and it's.
Ready for another?
Oh no! Hold on. Actually, hold on. May I put my coffee mug right here so I
Yeah.
can
Yeah, that's
put
all
the phone
good.
up right there and I can finish my brew.
So this guy is like double promoting himself. He's going live on his IG.
Yeah, we're live on IG.
Oh, by the way, what is your IG handle?
Yo, that's Josh. So if you're watching right there, it was a recording right here. Yo, that's Josh. YOO, that's Josh. Funny story behind it. Told you before we started. I just thought of it like, hey, when you see me out in public, you're like, yo, that's Josh. Like that's him right there. So that's what it.
So before I open this up,
Yeah.
I'm going to clip this segment and I'm going to call him out.
Got
I
it.
talked about on my first episode. Jimmy the Geek. Originally, you killed me on your Slurp challenge back in the day when you was on, I think it was 93.1 or KQMQ or whatever it was. You used to call me out, I was Dustin the Geek. I found some of it. So Jimmy the Geek, we're gonna do the Slurp challenge. I'm inviting you on the show. I want you to come on the show and do the slurp challenge with me. Okay, so first things first.
Lovely.
And here is the slurp.
Ooh.
Oh, that was horrible.
Was it horrible?
Can I get a mulligan?
Can you get a mulligan? Go
Yeah.
ahead. Oh, yes. Yep, there it is. There it is.
Jimmy the Geek, I'm calling you out.
Jimmy the Geek, he's calling you out. There it is. You heard it right here first.
All right, so, so now we're moving obviously to the back half, right?
Yeah,
So the party.
Yeah, to party side.
I think that we kind of touched up on it. But
It's gone. If
so we're gonna. I want to
tuning in,
play.
yeah.
I want to play a game with
Ooh,
you.
we're playing a game, guys.
Okay, I want to play a game. So we're gonna.
Dun, 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 dun.
Like I told you, I wasn't too prepared.
I wasn't either. I literally just.
So
got done with
there's
the work
two
call.
games we can
Okay.
either play. So I'm gonna give you the choice, which in the future I will not give the choice.
Okay, I got
So we can
the
either
privilege.
play like Family Feud
Okay. Wow.
After Dark.
Okay.
Okay, and the goal is that you got to reach how many points did we say? 115 points out of 10.
Sure. Why not?
Okay, and then loser has to loser has to do something embarrassing live, right? Or on cam, or we can just play a game, and it's gonna be called Would You Rather.
It sounds interesting. Let's rock. Would you rather?
No, you're fucked.
I'm fucked. I went for it. Hold on. Let me button a shirt for this one. We're about to get swaggy on this one.
Yeah, so I played this game actually. I have an unreleased podcast. Shout out to Keone Payton. I love Painkillers, Farmers Market, man. Like this, we did a sick one over the first lockdown.
Okay.
But I was a noob, right? We did over Skype.
Oh, nice. With Keone?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, badass.
But the problem was like the mics, and it picked up
feedback.
yeah, and it was just echoes like
yeah.
bro. It was such a good one, and like I think I'm gonna like publish it just for, but it's painful, man, because it's so echoing. It's painful. Would you rather? Oh, so you're live, right?
Yeah, we're live. My boy's like, I'm trying to hear about your football career. I'm like, bro, you missed that. Like,
Okay, so
you
if
gotta
we're live,
tune.
let's do a question. Let's do a Q&A right
All right, let's
now.
do a Q&A, guys. Q&A. Oh, Q&A. What are we doing? How we do is Q&A.
All right, so we are live on Instagram,
Right.
and so this is kind of cool. See, we should do this one next time. We'll do Twitch and go live.
there.
I'm afraid because shit might happen, pop off live. But
Oh, okay.
since we're live on IG right now,
We're live on IG. What's up, guys?
let's do a Q&A. What do you guys want to know about Josh? Is he a homosexual because of his clothes and his satchel that he was wearing? Josh, are you?
I got a satchel, guys.
Your girl told you look.
Yes. So everybody knows Nisa. When I pulled the satchel out, because I got it as a gift.
You gotta talk in the mic too. So there we
I
go.
got it as a gift, and I brought it out, and Nisa looked at me, and she's like, "That you don't look good. You look, yeah."
Yeah. He don't want to say it, but I'll say.
Right.
I'm the host. I can
Yeah.
say whatever the fuck I
Right.
want.
So you look, and then I was like, "What?" Like I like it. I
My
vibe with
my niece is alternate lifestyle. My niece is lesbian. Shout out Shanoa. Dude, her and her
Okay.
girlfriend are living it up. They just got a new dog. And the dog's name is Dior. And it's
Dior.
even more funny
I like
because
it.
my younger niece, Tori, was like, "Oh, I need to look. Here's my niece."
One guy goes backstory about the hat.
That's great. Yeah,
That
yeah.
is
So,
great. Let's
so
talk
yeah,
about
what's
the
up?
hat.
Yeah, let's talk about the hat. Like,
How about a hat? I'm always finding and perfecting ways to stand out in the crowd, right? Why blend in when you can stand out? In Hawaii, it's a very laid back atmosphere. Why not? And then put on something that you like. I like wearing hats, but not just your everyday hats. Let me get swaggy with it and get one of these, right? Nobody wears this. When you walk into a room, immediately, if you have a hat like this, people look at you.
yeah.
You're like, wait, who
There's
is
a
this
term.
guy?
There's a term. You know what it's called,
What
right?
is it called?
It's called peacocking.
Is it called peacock?
Okay, so you know what a peacock does, right?
Makes fucking feathers.
Look
right?
at me.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
So-
a Gemini, bro.
Got
I'm
it,
like
okay.
the ultimate fucking peacock.
Right?
Okay, watch out. That thing might like rip off. Is
Okay,
it?
okay, I see.
Is
No,
it
no.
good?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
last
it's good.
last episode that thing just went pop.
Pop. Okay, yeah. So I like my hats like this, and
Yeah, it's
dude.
peacocking, bro.
It's like wherever I go, like people.
So there was a show and it was called damn it, it was like where they turned nerds. They took the nerds out and made them meet chicks and like they would like do magic and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. So
So it's called like the player. Like there's like, man, I'm gonna get in trouble if I like spend this as the Bible, bro. there's like a book on
Yeah.
this, and it's a trick on like how you approach women. So this guy was like a total nerd, doofus, and then he wrote a book, and I fucking have it, dude. I have it.
I have books. I got books.
And
too,
then,
trust me. Yes.
And that's what it's called, the art of the it's. Come on, it was on VH1. Like when he got, damn it, what was it called?
I don't even know. Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna play Would You Rather.
Would you rather? Let's play Would You Rather. Yeah, we're gonna play a game, guys. Would you rather?
So we'll start off with like some basic ones. I'm just googling some stuff. I'm cheating. So would you rather like read a book or watch a movie?
Oh, I can read a book any day, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I'd read a book.
Okay. What kind of books you like?
Anything really. Oh, well, actually, it's gonna be like self-motivation, skill sets, money management, like
So self-development kind of type.
Self-dev books. There you go, self-dev books. Cause
Okay.
like there's nuggets in every page, bro.
Okay.
Like,
Would you rather have two penises or a vagina on your forehead?
oh, definitely the two penises, bro. That's double the pleasure.
I agree. That was an easy one.
That was an easy one.
No, there was another one.
bad.
It was another
bad,
one.
man.
I think it was like. I think it was
Double
like.
two penises, bro.
I think it was.
If we're
It
gonna
was
go
like.
that
Would
far,
you
yeah.
rather have like? And we asked you, I was like, I think it was like penises going all up your back.
Okay,
Like
sure, yeah.
it was something fucked up.
I guarantee you my what are those page if I had one, I guarantee my OnlyFans page would be going off. Off. See some of the money they make? Wow.
Okay, so would you rather when a song came on, okay, so like it was like a trigger song, right?
Okay.
Would you rather like when a song came on you burst into dance? Can be dancing around like a madman, or like have to sing it out loud?
Oh, I definitely dance. I'm a dancer, bro.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, sorry.
Like a
that's
real
easy.
dancer?
Like a real dancer. Ballet.
Like
in
a
high
hip
school.
hop? You what?
Ballet and
Dude, a lot of fucking running backs
running
did
backs,
that, actually, right?
a lot of footwork. Specialists have a slight, at least taken it. So I didn't dance. Oh, bless you, brother. One more. Yeah, bless you. Double the bless.
Thank you.
Nope. Yeah, so like in high school I danced. If I wasn't football, I was dancing. So I was hip hop, pop locking,
Okay.
choreography, like dancing, and then from there, like I took ballet a few times in high school, tendus, pliés, all that kind of stuff, bro. So I was a dancer, bro. So that's an easy one, dancer.
Okay.
And that's probably why I have such good footwork, like
that makes a lot of sense.
yeah, dancing, ta, 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 and the rhythm. You gotta have some rhythm. You out there?
So I like to ask everybody this, like what music is a big influence in my life, I think.
Right.
So what kind of music do you dig, man? Like and has it influenced you in any way?
Oh, I mean, I'm all over. I mean, like when I work out or I'm feeling some type of way, it's like rock,
Okay,
like
yeah.
Metallica, like
Okay.
I'm like when I have my moments, I'm fucking,
Yeah.
like I'll get down to that.
Okay.
Like if we're working out, I'm fucking getting down to that. And then hip hop and whatnot because it's dancer hip hop.
Right. You gotta do it.
I love Motown. I love me some.
Oh,
I
nice.
Love me some. I just fucking.
Damn, it's
Temptations. The Temptations. There. I love. That's
Oh,
one of my
yeah.
favorite
Yeah.
movies. So you know that one, the Temptation movie.
Yes,
Yeah. So I
yes.
love the Temptations. All Motown. Like.
And it's cold up in this joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the AC.
Oh, we're
going.
good. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, but Motown is like real big influence, and then recently it's just the last couple years have been country. Shout out.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite country song?
I don't know
No?
like any of the names. I just
Do you know one of my favorite country songs is from an old ass movie? Probably don't even know, but it's called Urban Cowboy. Okay, so you know who John Travolta is, right?
Yeah.
So John Travolta, he plays a cowboy in there, and it's looking for love in all the wrong places.
Okay. See, I know that song. See, I
Yeah,
know.
Johnny Lee, dude,
Okay.
that song is fucking bomb.
See, like the last couple years, I know the songs. I don't know the names. I don't know the artists and whatnot. But like when I hear it, it's like, oh, that's
Yeah.
the song, and I start vibing with it. And
That was
whatnot.
another game. It was gonna be like a karaoke game, but the last time I did it, we recorded another episode, and like I was like pretty twisted, bro.
Was
And
this
then,
like one of the very first ones?
It was like episode 1.5.
Okay.
And we did like this karaoke challenge. When I rewatched it, I was like embarrassed. I was
Cringing.
like, oh my
You're cringing.
God, like, I can't,
But-
what did I was doing?
But you weren't like it was just recorded. It wasn't published, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
So
No,
at least
I don't think it'll ever will be.
Okay,
published.
got it. I think you told me about that, one, but I don't think I've seen it. Yeah.
You'll see it one day.
Okay, one day. It's the vaults. I have the videos in the vaults. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, so let's have them do a live question while I do this real quick.
All right, guys. So we are here for the 3 that are watching right now. There is a live question. So if there's anything that you guys want to ask us, right now we were. So I'm on the Mully podcast, and what that is 10%. What was the breakdown of it? Sorry.
Right. So the Mully podcast,
what the Mully podcast
is a mullet, right?
Right.
Business in the front, party in the back.
Right.
But you gotta understand, like it's a little business and a whole lot of party, right?
Got it. Okay.
So what we want to do, we're in the party section.
Okay, so we talked business this last 30,
Right
45
now,
minutes.
we want some effed up questions that you guys want to know from Josh, like some inappropriate
do that.
questions. I want inappropriateness at its best.
What?
Like anything that you got, say it.
What? I guess that means swing away.
Swing away.
Oh, one says Chandelier is an amazing song. And you know that song? I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's maybe the country song. That's why.
Could be.
Yeah.
Country song. Yeah, could be the country song.
Everybody knows Neon Moon, man. That's a great one right there.
Neon Moon, is that the one you called it?
No,
oh yeah, Neon Moon.
Yeah.
Now I know what you're talking about. See, that is.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't know the names of it, but when it do you check out Surfer Chicks, bro? I don't. I look what you did, bro. No, I don't, mana. Of course not. Of course, like I don't have time. Like
I don't look at no chicks because my other half will be watching this episode.
yeah,
You jerk.
of course you jerk. No,
Okay.
That's my
Would
point.
you
Like,
rather lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak?
oh snap!
That's fucked up.
I think I'd lose the ability to speak, bro. I think I would.
Just write shit down and,
Well, it would-
and be
it
a
would-
mime.
It would force you to evolve, and that's what life naturally is.
Oh,
Like,
right.
So if you're looking at it from a positive side,
Evolution.
like half cup full or half cup empty,
Right?
I'm looking at like it's half cup full, and now I can still read and digest. I can still, because if you can't read, like you can't learn, you can't fucking upgrade, and you can't so.
I have so many bad things I want to
Right?
say about the reading thing right now.
But yeah, I think it would talk, and then that way, like, I wouldn't have to argue with nobody because I can't talk. And
Man, and I have to really use the restroom. Like,
go ahead, let's take a pause. Take a pause. What's up, Chaz? What's up, everybody? Do you check out? So going back, go use
So
the
you
restaurant.
keep going. No, you
I'll
keep going. We're
doing
going
that.
live. This is going to
So
be
we're
the
live.
craziest ADHD episode ever.
Yes, we're deep in it. So he's gonna take a restroom break. I'm all ears
There
here,
has to be
guys.
something
What-
though, like so. If you, so okay, let's do like 5 questions. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you can get at least 3 of the 5, the top 2 answers. Okay, so top 2 answers.
Right.
3 of the 5, the top 2 answers, then you win.
Okay.
But if you can't, then you lose.
Got it.
Okay, and then what's the consequence though?
Oh, there has to be a consequence.
Yeah, it has to be a crazy consequence.
Oh.
All right,
So.
what? I'll make it mellow. Man. You just got to say the most embarrassing moment of your life.
Oh, easy. Said, done.
Okay.
Real quick, answering the question. Xbox. PlayStation or Xbox? Somebody asked a question.
Someone asked PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation or Xbox? Xbox. I'm an Xbox guy.
Both. I have both.
I know, I'd be both. I just saw Left 4 Dead over my shoulder, and that was my fucking game.
Dude, that shit was
Left
bomb.
4 Dead. Left 4 Dead. If you're talking about Xbox and just games in general, just Left 4 Dead was my shit. I was a big gamer too, growing up. Big gamer. PlayStation growing up. I was a big gamer. Big gamer.
Yeah. Both. I'll just tell you this. Whichever one you can get right now, because you can't get like any of them.
No, you can't. Yeah. Whichever one.
Dude,
yeah.
at work today,
Yeah,
me,
whichever
Mo,
one.
Rachel,
Yeah.
we're, like every 3 hours they're dropping PS5s, and we're all. It was cool because it was like a sneaker drop for me. I'm
Yeah.
like, getting all excited.
Yeah.
Hey, we're getting a computer. Fail.
Why? So I didn't even try at
No,
all.
so
today,
yeah, so they were releasing. Walmart was releasing PS5s every 3 hours
So you have
today
to go online and
try to
see
get
if-
it.
Try to get it, and then
because they
when
don't
you-
want people going to the stores, I guess, because of the
And
pandemic.
then when you click on it, and then what is it? It's not available. On
Yeah,
order?
because they got bots, right? So I'm a sneaker guy, right? You know
Okay.
that.
Right.
So what people do is they buy bots. These bots, what they do is these bots go in and just like ping, and
Really?
put the thing in the cart and pay for it. Right? It just boom,
Wow.
boom,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah,
boom.
yeah,
So that's how
yeah.
people get the shoes, right? So it's the
Ah.
same thing for the PS5s. Like they got it all set up, bro.
That's wild, bro.
Because it's a resale, bro.
that's
This
a
whole world is resale.
Oh yeah, because
That's
they're
what I'm
buying them
saying.
and they're fucking reselling them for like thousands, right?
And you almost got
Almost
went
federal
to prison
court
for that.
Yeah, like went to court for it. Judge Saul was like, really? Like, were you truthful and everything? Yes. Here it is. Look at your record. Like, this is your first slap on the. Like, what are you doing here? And
Yeah.
it was just wild. And yeah, so she let me off, and I paid restitution, like paid over her back. And then,
Fuck all them.
yeah, fucking stupid, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Family Feud.
Here we go. Dun 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 dun.
We've asked 100 single women. Name a subject a guy shouldn't talk about too much on the first date.
Themselves. Is that what I'm supposed to answer?
Okay, that's your answer? Self?
Self?
Not even on the
Not even on the board? What?
Sex.
Sex? Oh.
Sex was the number one answer.
What? On the first date?
And
I'm
then,
like, okay.
and then past relationships.
Past
Yeah,
relationships.
you can't do that. Yeah,
Can't do that. Yeah.
You can talk. You're supposed to talk about yourself on the first date.
I
Come on,
guess.
man.
They don't want to hear about that.
All right, good. I'm winning.
You're winning.
Yes.
Fucking A. Damn it.
All right.
We're playing Family Feud right now, and I'm down 1-0.
Name some breaking news a man would want to hear from his wife.
Name some breaking news that a man would want to hear from his wife. Breaking news. They're having kids. That's got to be on the fucking
that
board.
is. That
It's
is.
got to be on the board.
It's number 3, though.
Number 3, though?
You have to be number 1 or 2.
I gotta be number 1 or 2? That's... Yes.
So number 1, that she was cheating.
Oh. They never want to hear.
No, that they... Yeah, they would not want to hear, right?
Oh, is that what you said? Never want to hear? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
would not.
Damn it.
Okay, you know what? We'll mulligan that one.
Mulligan down. Okay, next
The
question.
Mully.
The Mully.
Okay.
We should have that. You should chime that in. Where people are like, the Mully. You should chime that in every time you do the Mulligan and hit the board.
And I might
and
have
it's
fucked up that question
the
too. I think I don't said it
Mully.
right. Name a bad habit a man might keep secret from his future wife.
Name a bad habit that a man might keep secret from his future wife. Gambling.
Oh, that's on the board. That's number 4.
Fucking A, man.
All right, so you're 0 for 2.
I'm 0 for 2 right now.
You're 0 for 2.
Womp womp. Yes, the sound bites. Yes.
Name something you do right before you kiss someone.
Smell your breath. Brush your teeth. Fuck. I don't. Damn it.
Okay, so here's it's mint gum, close eyes, brush mouthwash, lick lips, and check
So
breath.
where's
So check
brush?
breath was at the bottom. So
Where was brush mouth?
number 3. So I see
I've
you're
not
down.
broken the.
Okay, so you're 0 for 3. Oh, you
0
lose.
For 3. I
You
lose.
lose.
I fucking lose.
All right, you lose. What's the most
Gosh,
embarrassing moment of
suck.
your life?
Oh, it's a football moment. I got nailed on live TV in the stadium by the kicker. So Kahuku,
That's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. So Aya, Kahuku, senior year championship game. We're good in Aya, and we're football. My senior. So back then, Aya was known for baseball. We were one of the very few years that we're good for football. And my job on kick return was being the up lineman, the very end, and my job was to take the kicker out. And the last 2 or 3 games, I would clean kickers out because a lot of kickers will kick the ball and watch their ball,
Right.
Kick and they'll watch it, and I fucking come
Pow!
and just, boom, clean them.
But
because
not this one.
Not this one. No one told me that this Kahuku kicker was a backup middle linebacker. So I'm running full blast at this guy in the
jeez.
stadium on the Titantron. Last second, he locks eyes with me. Boom. His eyes, he's kicking the ball. He's kicking the ball and he's like this. He's looking like this. And he look at they kick with the kick of the right foot and they look up and look out. And the last second he does that. That subtlety, it froze me for that second.
Oh no.
So I took my foot off the
Momentum.
pedal. Yeah, for a second I took my foot off the pedal.
And then you just got nailed.
And he just, from here, boom, dropped his shoulder into me. He cleaned me out. And it was so bad that I fell. I got on the ground and I got up and went to clap my hands like I got it. I clapped my hands and I missed. And it threw me off even more momentum. And on the Titantron, you see me getting up and just, I was shocked. I was shook.
It looked like you were like
I was already
passing
out of balance. I was already out of balance. I was all fucked up in my head and like I was trying to get up and play it off, but it ended up being more worse because I went to go clap my hands and I was still like I was still shaking up because he hit me hard, bro. And like that's like hit me hard, boom, and then boom, and I'm like trying to get up. I'm trying to run downfield too at the same time. So the momentum running downfield, I'm like bear crawling sideways.
Yeah.
The voice, I forgot what was his name. I can't remember his name, but it was on video and whatnot. He was like, "Ooh, even the kickers can hit too." Senior year, bro.
What year was that? What year was
That was my
your
senior year.
No, but what year?
06.
2006.
2006. The kicker hit me so hard. It hit me
I'm gonna have to make some calls
so
and try. I want to
hard.
see this.
And I wish if you can pull that film up, oh my god, that'd be so. It was we lost to Kuku 26-19 that game. And
That's a pretty good game, man.
it's a pretty good game. Like they were blowing us 26-0. Fourth quarter we started mounting back, but it's like one quarter too late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like that year Kuku was blowing out everybody. 50, 60-0, da da da. Like, you know what I mean? Banging them, and like we kept it close, 26-0.
That's awesome, man.
But yeah, like and then so that was the division title. That's when we had white and red at that time.
Yes.
Right. So we were in the red then. We were red then, and
Yes.
then
Red division.
red
that was the
division,
top
then
division.
top
right?
division. Then we played Kuku in the championship.
What's it now?
I don't know, dude. It's some kind of like I honestly know it's like some system. Yeah. So and then we lost to Puno in the state division. I don't know if they have that nowadays, but yeah, that was one of my most embarrassing moments, dude. Like
I don't even know anymore.
it was such a publicized game because we were such on a we
Yeah.
lost the first two, then we went 8-0, and we were beating everybody by like dismantling them. Like 50-60-0, not like by flukes, but we were like putting up numbers and scores, legit, like marching down the field, pass after pass. And the crazy thing is, my quarterback at the time was a left-handed, and he was lazy-eyed, so you could not watch his eyes. The irony of having a quarterback left-handed, so you know there's a natural spin on it. He's good, and he was.
And you didn't even
lazy,
know where he was looking.
and you could not.
He was Biggie Smalls in your
You
ass.
could not watch his eyes. So, yeah, but that was if we're going to it. That was a very very.
Yeah, that's
very-
cool.
Yeah, it's not that embarrassing, but it was in the football world, in front of everybody. Yeah, I got fucking jacked, bro. Just trying to get up and like go to clap my hands, and I miss, and I'm just like running downfield. Like,
Okay, so if you can give any advice, okay, so always have the serious moment is if you can give any advice to people that are trying to either start their own business or they have no idea what they want to do, like advice what I'm saying is like a direction of I don't know how to word this. It's like if you can give them advice to like maybe adversity, the challenges that they're gonna face,
okay.
and the struggles that's real. Like if you can narrow it down very simplistically, what would be your advice to maybe even if you have to talk to your younger self?
Expose yourself to it all. Like, you know, if you don't know what you want to do now, get out there and just try new shit, right? Because you got to experience it to know what it is. And if you fail, don't see failure as a failure. See it as, okay, I didn't work out then. All right, learn what you learn from there, take it and equip it to something else. But you got to be willing to put the work in. And I felt like for me, being that I've always been working,
Yeah.
whether it's football, sports, since a baby day age. Again, shout out to my dad, shout out to my dad for putting me in such a position to have that work ethic built from it's such a blessing that I have that. So, you know, building up your skill sets, you know, learning, like the world is flying by so fast right now that you can be a victim or a victor, right? You can be like, I don't know how to do this, I don't know who to do that. Or you can go and Google some shit and teach yourself. And I feel like today's day and age, they don't have that. They don't have that will to like, I don't know how to do it. All right, well, I'm going to learn how to do it. I'm going to teach myself how to do it. A lot of it's like, I don't know. Okay, well, whatever, you know? But
On to the next.
yeah,
or
on to the
whatnot.
next. So for one, if you don't have any direction right now, what I would say is expose yourself. You know, do things that put you outside. You got to get. I put a post out there. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
There we go.
That's the one.
That's what I
big
want to
thing.
do. Yeah. So expose yourself.
Expose yourself.
Be comfortable being uncomfortable.
be comfortable
and then
being uncomfortable.
what did you say about the failure?
And don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail because failure just teaches you. And those are some of the best lessons right there. Failure. You know what I mean? If you failed, at least you get up and try again.
There we go.
Do something else. Do it again. But like the fact that like this sport,
There's no
so
such
many-
thing as failure, I think.
There
you
isn't
know?
really.
Because
It's-
all it is you can either take it as being a failure or you take it as a lesson.
Right. You take it as a lesson. And
Go from there.
I actually got to. It was crazy. I got to go to West Powell Intermediate like last year. West Powell Intermediate. I got to go back, and the video's on my IGTV on my page, and I got to speak to the kids. And it was supposed to be a career day, but I had a video camera guy come with me, and I ended up making it into like a motivation life speech for these kids.
That's amazing.
And apparently the teachers loved it because I for one, I was a kid in that seat. I was from my Palm Intermediate.
Yeah.
You know, so I the same things that you asked me about, I was telling them about, of just like, you know, perseverance, you know, don't be afraid to fail. Learn this right here, this phone right here, you have all the power in the world. 10 years ago, you couldn't do any of this. I couldn't pop up a phone and upload a video, send it to my grandma that's in Florida.
No, you couldn't.
Couldn't.
Man.
But this
Couldn't do these
excuse,
things.
excuses, I don't know how. Fuck out of here with I don't know how. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. People who have that I don't know how, that mentality, like, oh, I never learned that. I don't want to hear that, bro. Don't talk. I want to hear like, okay, I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna learn how to do it. Then you're talking my language. Yeah, but if you're gonna be like that, oh, I don't know how to do it, and just put your hands up and take yourself out the race, then no, you gotta be willing to jump in the race.
Right? I like that.
And that's what this thing is right here. Is like it gives you so much power, and for a lot of people, they spend it just scrolling all day. Why consume other people's shit? Don't consume their shit. I hardly consume. I'm posting content out there because what content does, and you post it consistently day after day after day. Instead of me wanting to go out there, I'm attracting. Because I'm posting positive shit and I'm posting stuff day after day. People know that they can come back to my page when they're having a down moment in their day. I know that if I go to Josh's story, there's gonna be some fucking quote out there, or he's gonna be doing something with high energy that just makes me feel like, fuck, I want that. Like, I want that energy. Like, how do you do it? And I still get messages to this day of
positivity is contagious, right? There we go, right? Infectious. I like that better.
It's infectious, bro. And if you can continue doing that over and over, day after day after day, and people, that becomes you now.
Yes.
That becomes your mantra, your aura.
Your brand.
Your brand, exactly. So a lot of the stuff, I'm not just doing it to do it. I'm doing it as a method to my madness. And that I'm doing it because I want to give value out there. I want to feed you value, give you good vibes, give you good love. And that when it comes time for me to ask, if I have something to ask for, they can't help but say yes. Like, I want to support you.
Right.
I want to help. What do I got to do? Right. So I'm reading a book. I read it from Gary Vee and I've implemented every since then. His book is jab, 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 right hook. Right.
Okay.
So it's give some more, give even more, and then ask. By the time you've given so much, it's in the bag.
And you know, you said it. The guy that hired you, Mr. Kimo, we always talk about this, right? Before you can take a withdrawal, you need to deposit.
Yep.
People want withdrawals immediately.
Fucking immediately.
You gotta put in into that bank or that account,
whatever it is, right?
That investment before you can start pulling it up,
right?
And so, you know, we're gonna continue on. We're gonna there's gonna be more, but we're gonna end the episode at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, keep recording and we'll have some bits and pieces. But what we want to say is, like, man, like, thanks for joining this ADHD episode, like, for real. And I knew it was gonna be like all over the place because the two of us. But at the same time, like, that's what I want this podcast to be about, man. It's taking in just little nuggets of inspiration and hope, but at the same time having a good time
doing it. Yeah,
have some fun, joke about it.
Right.
Like fuck being so serious, right? Of things, like, you need to fail to be better. Like, I'm petrified. I'm petrified of doing the solo episode of my life because it's very incriminating, man. The things that I've done and things in my life, but at the same time, like, these are things that need to be said and people need to know and they can learn from.
Right.
And I think that using platforms like this, it should be there. It needs to be about positivity, right? And especially what we're going through right now. This nation is so divided, dude.
So divided.
Left, right, dude. Fuck all that shit. And you know, like, the people that say they're on one side and like, you guys are all fucking clowns. You guys are all clowns, okay? You guys are all fucking clowns. And I said it. And I'm a clown myself because I was in there. But you know what the truth is people need to put all that shit away. Put fucking politics aside. Put everything aside. Put your personal wants and needs aside and just give, right? And you know, you saw me post it, right? And you want to know something crazy as shit is that I've been preaching this to all of my teams as a leader, that love, serve, and care philosophy from John Gordon. And I've had the book, The Carpenter, from him for years, okay? And I just never read it. And you know what's crazy is because I wasn't ready. My mind wasn't ready to take it. And I just started reading it, and I'm like, oh my God, this message that he sends, and I'm only reading the book now. And it's because back then my mind wasn't ready
for it,
to take that in, right? And understand it. And everyone has their own pace. Never compare yourself to anyone else, because this is a race, but you know whose race it is?
Mine.
Right. It's your own.
My race.
Fuck everybody else, dude. Like, the best thing to do is encourage, give positive vibes. Don't be a fucking hater. Like, just be proud of everybody else. Yep. Stop being jealous.
Right. But the post that I said, I'm a cheer you on and give you praise until it's my turn, or until it's my turn, right? Until it's my turn.
Everybody has their time.
I'm gonna keep clapping for you until it's my turn, because it's gonna be my turn soon. But until then, I will clap for you and anybody. And that's how I have no hate. I'll support you 100%, whatever you do. You know what I mean? But I want to see you in the trenches shooting with me.
Exactly. Because right. Together we are gonna get through this, not divided, man.
Right. Correct.
And that's the biggest thing, man. Like, whew, man, this I'm honestly I'm on a different level tonight on how we're ending this. And you know, we're supposed to end on the party, but to be quite honest, like, this is the kind of shit that I really wanted. It's to reach people, and I hope that they've stayed the whole time, right?
Right.
And I really hope that people would take a second to look in the mirror and look at yourself before judging other people, and before you know, everybody else is the problem. Stop being a victim. Like, be the impact. Be the influence, right?
Change. Yeah.
Right. And that's the biggest thing. I mean, look, come on, we were like hyphy, and now we're like, because this is what it's at, man. This is the difference in life. It's that's what it is. And you know, thank you guys again. Thanks, Josh. Thank you so much, bro, for this. And also, I was like, oh, I need to get an episode out. It's been 3 weeks. I'm becoming irrelevant. Relevance is what we make of it.
Exactly. You just hit it on the nail, dude. Don't you like building my pages, and everyone's like, especially like my Instagram and where I'm at, like, oh, you're like, you got a lot of followers and whatnot. Like, oh wow, you lucky. Like, no, it's like you were there when my page was at 0, at 10, at 15.
You were there when I went through the struggles, of the grind
and all the stuff that I did behind the scenes to get there, right? So it's not that we're lucky. It's more of just being comfortable with putting in the work, and then it doesn't matter how many.
Right, luck is when success meets opportunity.
Right, exactly. I use that shit all the time, but it's more of just putting the grind in. The followers, the likes, the views, all that will come.
And none of that means nothing, honestly.
That's just fucking analytics. But it's just, who can you impact with what you put out? And if it's one person,
that's right.
And that's it. If it's 10 people, if it's 1 million people, by all means. But as long as you're out there, if your aim is true to put out content to make a change, and that's what we're doing right now, we're unshielding a piece of ourselves.
Yes.
To share it with you.
Right. Being transparent. No, there's another way. I always said this as a leader, and I'm having a brain fart. It's vulnerable.
Yeah, being vulnerable. Like, it takes somebody time. It takes somebody to be vulnerable. But being that way you guys can see what we've been through. That way you can take our trials, tribulations, and be like, shit, I did that.
And share it.
And share it, or relate to it, because when you
for positive, man.
For positive, like, wow, he did this, and now he's there. You know, maybe I can do that too. And instead of now feeling the victim, feeling like shit, like, you know what? Now this is
real.
This is real.
Yep.
And that's a lot of like what my aim, my stuff is. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm only at 5,000 or 49, or I lost 10 followers today. Some people focus on all that. Like, don't focus on the shit that you put out, because the shit that you put out is good. Your followers will come.
Exactly. Doesn't matter how many followers, how many likes. You just put out. Do you, and
all that stuff will come. And that's all I've been doing the last 2-3 years, is doing you, but being consistent about it and just building my brand.
Consistency is key.
Yes.
We'll leave it at that.
Leave it at that, brother. It was a pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
It's the motherfucking outro!
This episode sponsored by Send It Graphics. Follow us on all major platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Hit the like, subscribe, drop a comment, and share this to a friend. Until then, we're out.
We want to thank our guest on this episode. Yo, it's Josh. Follow him on Instagram. Follow us on all major platforms: Anchor, YouTube, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast. You know the drill. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Mully Podcast. It's your host, DC on the MIC. Just want to say thank you so much.